G'day, g'day, g'day. Got you on the tripod. It's a bit cold and miserable this Saturday arvo here in Melbourne. But, nevertheless, let's do a bit of a raw talk, eh? Never comfortable doing one of these. Never, ever. It never gets any easier. But, sometimes you gotta do it. The lonely chapter. Something that I believe is not spoken about enough as a critical component for monumental growth. There's going to come a time where you get fed up with your own shit. You want to improve, you don't know what to improve. You feel like you don't relate to the people around you. You're sick of the way your life's going. So you're like, fuck it. I need to make a drastic change. And you pick something, whether that be content creation or starting a new job or doing something, hanging out with a new crowd, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. There's going to be a period of adjustment where your old image of yourself and the person you're trying to become, that void needs to be filled. And that takes mass amounts of sacrifice and mass amounts of pain and discomfort and tears and sweat and blood. But something that's not spoken about enough is how lonely it feels. Because not only are you not relating to yourself anymore, you're trying to be someone completely new. All the people around you have this preconceived conception of the person that you were. So they're losing you as well. And oftentimes they don't relate with the path you're becoming because they were so tied into the person that you were previously. This is something that I've experienced personally. I started content a day off a breakup. Now, I didn't start posting because of a breakup, but it just so happened that that was something I was going to do. And the stars aligned to make my life as fucking miserable as possible for the foreseeable future. I went through not only a period of losing myself, losing someone I was with for a long time that was a part of my identity. Then friendship circles change, you know, what breakups like. I was so fucking lonely because not only was I trying to change myself, I was trying to detach myself from certain crowds. I was going through a breakup, so a part of me was lost. I had no one to lean on but myself. I was honestly fucking depressed. I was probably battling depression day in, day out. And every single person that makes drastic change in their life goes through the exact same thing, and they'll all tell you the exact same thing. You cannot become a new person without undergoing some form of monumental stress and pain and sadness. It's impossible. Unless it's very, very gradual. If you want to better your life as fast as possible, you have to eat some shit. And this is what the lonely chapter is. It's a chapter where your old person, your old identity, and your new identity, the gap between the two gets filled with a void. A void of pain, a void of sadness, a void of growth. But that void is essential. Because if you don't battle through that void, if you don't push through it, you're going to stay the exact same sad motherfucker that you were at the start. You see it all the time. People say they want to change, but you know what? They get a couple of months in, a couple of weeks into this fucking lonely chapter where it sucks, and they revert right back to their old ways. Why? Because it's comfortable, because it's easy, because they don't want to go through the fucking pain. You have to embrace the pain. It's part of the process. You can't not go through it. So why try and avoid it? Why don't you just embrace it? Say, you know what? It sucks, but it's only going to suck momentarily because I'm willing to go through it. I'm willing to feel all the emotions that come along with it. Because unless you embrace those emotions with open arms and say, you know what, come get me, motherfucker. I do not care how hard it is. I care more about myself. I care more about the person that I want to be. And that's why so many people fail. Because they truly don't want the best for themselves. It sounds selfish, and it is fucking selfish because you're meant to live a selfish life. You're meant to push for better for yourself in every single situation. They say friendship shouldn't be transactional. I completely disagree. If you're not getting anything out of it, there's no point being in a friendship. What's the point? There's no point being in a relationship if two people don't love each other, if two people don't better each other, if two people don't push each other. Understand what you're picking up what I'm putting down? You have to go through the loneliness. You have to be able to stand on your own 2 feet before the right crowd, before the right things can come to you. This is going to sound a bit woo-woo and a bit spiritual, but I truly believe in magnetism. And if you can go through that void of pain and discomfort and shit, and you can tell the universe, you know what, I don't give a fuck what you throw at me, I'm going to push through. You become magnetic. Good things start coming your way. The universe looks at you and says, you know what, this guy's strong. This guy wants the best out of his life. This guy wants to live a life full of fulfillment. He wants to push the boundaries of what he can possibly do. Things start coming your way. And if you want growth, you have to be willing to sacrifice. Friends, nights out, benders, this sort of shit. Sometimes the crowd that you're currently with isn't meant for you. And you know it. You inherently know it. But why do you stay there? Because it's fucking comfortable. Environment matters. Some of my closest friends harp on this every fucking day. Environment matters. You are who you hang out with. You hang out with 4 millionaires, you become the 5th. You hang out with 4 bums, you'll become the 5th. So unless you're willing to go through the loneliness, you're not going to be able to hang out with the millionaires. Because they've gone through it. They understand what it's like. And they're not going to let someone who's struggling to stand on their own 2 feet in. You have to prove it to yourself first. You have to go through the shit first by yourself and prove it to yourself before anyone else can trust you. Nothing gets handed to you. Everything in life that is worthwhile, you have to work for. If you cannot prove to yourself you can stand on your own 2 feet, how do you expect great opportunities from great people to come your way? You can't even trust yourself. How do you expect someone else to trust you? Yeah? I've posted daily for 6 months. The amount of shit I've copped is fucking insane. Many of you would cry yourself to sleep. And at the start, I did. I was lonely, I was depressed, I was fucking anxious. Every day pressing that post button, I was like, oh shit, I really don't want to do this. But you know what? I did it anyway. I'm at the point now where clearly, the way I'm talking to this camera, I do not give a fuck. Because the only interest I have in mind is my own. I only give a fuck about myself. And call it selfish, call it egotistical, call it whatever you fucking want. Narcissistic for all I care. I'm going to get the most out of my life. I promise to you, 10 years' time, I'll be sitting on the back of a yacht. I promise you. Because there's no doubt in my mind. I've proven to myself, time and time again, I can go through the shit. I can handle being fucking lonely. Because it's only momentarily. It's only periodically. Life can't be all sunshine and rainbows all the time. You got to be willing to get the fuck after it regardless. And you can see how passionate I am about this. The truth is, if you're watching this and you want better, no one's going to come after you and save you. You have to go and seek that out yourself. And oftentimes, the ability to stand on your own 2 feet comes off the back of mass amounts of sadness. Mass amounts of pain. Mass amounts of shit. It's inevitable. You can't avoid that process. The more you try and avoid it, the worse it's going to get. The less growth you're going to see. Pain equals growth. And the sooner you make that correlation in your mind, the sooner you pair the two together, the better off you'll be. Embrace the pain. Embrace the shit. Embrace the hate. Because it's inevitable. It means you're on the right path. It's going to end eventually. It's going to end. But you've got to be willing to go through it. You've got to be willing to put yourself through it. If that's put yourself through it voluntarily, so be it. Some of you live fucking incredible lives. I'm very privileged myself. Oftentimes, I'll put myself in a shit situation on purpose. It's the sort of self-sabotage I do unconsciously. Why? Because I get excited the harder it gets. Because I know you fuckers aren't going to chase me. You fuckers aren't going to do what I do. And this is the mindset you have to win. And if you're watching this and you want to be even a slither of the people you look up to, the billionaires, the millionaires, the public figures, this is a mindset you have to adopt. It's a killer instinct. You have to get after it. You have to be willing to go through everything. Embrace the ups and downs. Face the pain with a smile. Embrace the shit with a smile. At the end of the day, the lonely chapter is inevitable. And the sooner you get the fucker over and done with, the better off you'll be. So stop trying to avoid it, pussies. Isn't that right, Pippi? Isn't that right?